Hi everyone, this is the third video in the series on law of attraction, energy, and physical healing. And in the second video, I talked about an exercise you can do with your physical body to talk to it as an energy consciousness, treat it like a small child, and encourage it and build it up instead of tearing it down. So working on strengthening that relationship and healing that relationship between you and your physical body. Three things that you may encounter when you do this and ways to work around them. One of the first is you may not believe that something can change. For instance, let's say you have diabetes and you don't believe that it can get any easier to manage because it's always been there in the same way in the past. That may be true, but what happens in the future is up to you. So you do have to find a way to work around that. And when I have had any issues with any problem, I actually use Google to help me change my beliefs. And I will type in things like how I made my diabetes so much easier to manage, or how I did whatever that is highly unusual and improbable perhaps, but I want to know the people that have done that, and I want to know how they did that. Now, their methods may or may not work for me, but the point is that I know there are people that have looked into their lives and figured out ways to change it, and I know that that is possible if I can change some things in my life too. So go out there really and read stories or read books or magazine articles or podcasts or YouTubes about people that have done things that are unusual and you don't think is actually possible, or you think is more improbable. And the more you read, hey, there are people that have worked with this, have learned to sleep better, or have learned to do whatever it is that you're trying to do, the more that possibility is going to open up in your mind. Those people have led the way, and you're sort of following in their footsteps. But first, obviously, you have to believe something is possible before you're even going to attempt it. The second thing is that if you aren't around supportive people, it can be difficult to do this because every time this topic comes up about whatever is going on with your physical body, there may be people that are like, oh, that's really bad, you're going to suffer with that for the rest of your life. That can be difficult to deal with when you're in the space that you're trying to change your mindset from that to something else. So the way that I deal with that is I really don't bring up that topic. If it's something I'm working on and not really sure how I'm doing with it yet, I don't bring up that topic around people that I know are going to focus on the negative parts of that and bring me down. I only talk to people that are more positive, or I only talk about it when I'm in a place where I feel really good about it. And the third issue is that it can become a habit just to talk about your issues, because that tends to be what the world focuses on, is issues, and we really have it upside down, backwards. We think in this physical world that the more you talk about a problem, the more likely you are to eventually find a solution and move on. But actually the opposite is true. The more you talk about a problem, the bigger that problem gets, and you become more engrossed in the problem and further away from the solution. The more you talk about a solution, and the more you talk about think about the possibility that this could be changed, the more the possibility is that it's going to be changed. So it can be a habit for a lot of people when they get together is just to talk about what is going wrong. Um, and if you have friends that do that, or if you have that habit yourself, you're going to have to make a conscious effort to find something else to talk about. Like, if it's a topic that you just haven't seen going well in the past, you're just going to have to talk about something else to give yourself a break from that until you can learn to talk about it differently. So, if you don't have anything to talk about that isn't complaining, get some hobbies. Do some things that have a neutral kind of energy to you, and you can build up a positive energy. Start painting or hiking or whatever, and start talking about things to other people that feel better to you, so you're not adding negative energy. And the more that you work on a different type of relationship where you are the captain, again, this is the point, you're the captain of your physical body, you're the leader, and you're showing it where to go with your emotional energy, just like when you have a young child that is looking to you for an example of where are we going now, where are we going today. So think of yourself in that role and start making decisions about what you would like to happen. And you will see changes happen as you begin to change your attitude. That's all for now. Thank you for being here.